Do you track what you eat? If you have a certain goal, whether it is to build muscle or to lose fat, do you write down or use an app to track what you're putting into your body every day? If you don't, you're going to want to listen to this. And hint, it's not about counting calories. My name is Marsha. I'm a fitness and nutrition coach, and I help women get strong, lose fat, and develop a healthy relationship with food so they can stop dieting. So one of the things that I have my clients do when they first start training with me is to track their nutrition. I need them to keep track of everything that they're putting in their bodies, whether it be food or beverages. And the reason I do that is so that we can have a clear picture of what's going on. Based on their goals, we need to know whether or not they're eating in a way that is going to support them reaching those goals. Now, keeping track of your eating and sharing it with someone is a very vulnerable thing to do. And I have a lot of empathy with my clients when I ask them to do that. But here's the thing, I also have to remind them that I'm not trying to judge them. I'm not there to judge the pasta or the cake or the wine that they've been taking in. That's not the point. Yes, sometimes we want to be looking at the caloric intake. You have to have some sense of what's going on. I have a client who went on vacation years ago, and she actually tracked her pina coladas that she loved, and she was stunned by how high they were in calories. So what I did, it didn't get her to stop drinking her pina coladas, but maybe instead of having 4 that day, she had 2. Awareness is a very useful thing. So I have this new client that I've been coaching for a few weeks, and she started tracking her eating. And what we realized was that she was definitely not eating enough protein. She's strength training and she was not eating enough protein. So the first thing we did, it wasn't look at her calories. It was how much are you taking in carbs? How much are you taking in fats? And what's your protein intake like? So because we're able to do that, because we have the data now, we're able to sit down and come up with a plan for her to increase her protein intake in order to support her goals. So another client of mine who's been in resistance for a while when it comes to tracking her food, I was finally able to make that point to her that it wasn't just about counting calories. It wasn't about me judging what she was eating. She was so funny. I think that she kept thinking that she had to have a really good week in order to track it, to show it to me, which completely defeats the purpose. We need to see where you're at right now so that we can come up with a plan of action to help you get to where you want to be. So if you're not tracking your food, whether you want to build muscle or whether you want to lose fat, I strongly invite you to do that. So the bottom line is you don't want your food intake to be something that happens by accident or something that's an afterthought. This is something that you need to seriously think about, and you want to make sure that you're developing habits that are supporting you when it comes to reaching these goals that you set for yourself. So speaking of habits, I have a 12-week program that is coming up soon where I'm going to be doing just that. I'm going to be coaching you, educating you, teaching you how to come up with habits that are going to support the goals that you have, habits that are going to fit seamlessly into your lifestyle, both for fitness and for nutrition. So I'm looking for 5 women to beta test this program for me. If you feel like this is something you're interested in, let me know by writing a comment or sending me a direct message, and let's chat.